नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. My name is JVN Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you measurement of water activity in fresh fruits in subject principles of food preservation lab in discipline food and biotechnology. Now let's start the topic. What is water activity? First of all, water is found in all of the food products. All foods contain at least some water. It may be free water or a bound water. Free water is held inside the cells and it maintains property of free water and it may be removed by pressure. Then bound water. Bound water is part of molecule structure and reduced mobility and does not retain properties of free water. Then what is water activity? Water activity is the amount of free or available water in a product as opposed to bound water. Water activity is the measure of the energy status of the water in the system, ratio of the vapor pressure of water in a food at specified temperature to the vapor pressure of pure water at same temperature. Then why water activity is important? Water activity is one of the most critical factors in determining quality and safety of the food product. Water activity affects the shelf life, safety, texture, flavor, and smell of the foods, while temperature, pH, and several other factors can influence if and how fast organisms will grow in a product. Water activity may be the most important factor in controlling spoilage. Most bacteria, for example, do not grow at water activities below 0.91 and most molds cease to grow at water activities below 0.8. By measuring water activity, it is possible to predict which microorganism will and will not be potential source of spoilage. Water activity, not water content, determines the water limit, the lower limit of available water for microbial growth. In addition to influencing microbial spoilage, water activity can play a significant role in determining the activity of enzymes and vitamins in foods and can have a major impact their color, taste and aroma. Water activity is measured by three ways: by using resistive electrolytic hygrometers, capacitance hygrometers and dew point hygrometers. First is resistive electrolytic hygrometers. It consists of potentiometer, sample holder, sensor with mobilized electrolyte, for example lithium chloride, and its changes in ERH are reflected in changes in conductance of current through the sensor and typically slow and requires routine calibration with the standards. Next is capacitance hygrometers. Capacitance hygrometers consist of two charged plates separated by a polymer membrane that is dielectric. As the membrane absorbs water, its ability to hold a charge increases and the capacitance is measured. This value is roughly proportional to the water activity as determined by the sensor specific calibration. Capacitance hygrometers are not affected by most volatile chemicals and they do not require cleaning but are less accurate than the dew point hygrometers. Next is dew point hygrometers. These are use a cooled mirror as condensing surface and mirror is cooled. Then condensation occurs. The temperature is equal to the dew point. ERH is derived from the psychrometric chart automatically. It is a very fast and accurate calculation. Accurate water activity is withdrawn. Then calibration is not needed in this kind of hygrometers. Then factors affecting water activity. Drying. Water activity is decreased by physically removing water. Solutes. Water activity is decreased by adding solutes such as salt or sugar. Freezing. Water activity is decreased by freezing. For example, water is removed in the form of ice. Then combination. One or more of the above can be combined for a greater influence on water activity, that is salting and drying of fish. Moisture content is water content, or moisture content is the quantity of water contained in a material. Water activity is related to water content in a non-linear relationship between as a moisture sorption isotherm, and these isotherms are substance and temperature specific. Isotherms can be used to help predict product stability over time in different storage conditions. Microbial growth for their water activity value. If the water activity of the fruit product is more than 0.91, there is surely the growth of gram-negative bacteria. If the water activity, the gram-positive bacteria can grow on 0.86 water activity. Yeast can grow on 0.88 water activity value. Production of mycotoxins on 0.8 water activity. Moles 0.7. Osmophilic yeast 0.62 and xerophilic molds on 0.61. Absolute limit for all growth is 0.6 and no microbial proliferation is at 0.5. Then Staphylococcus aureus halophilic bacteria can grow at 0.86. Halobacterium species 0.75 water activity value. Then for molds, Aspergillus flavus 0.78 and Cryosporium fastidium 0.69. Then yeast, Debarymyces hanseni 0.83, Torulopsis species 0.70. Examples of water activity values of several foods are cooked meats and bread having the water activity 0.91 to 0.98. Therefore, they are more susceptible to for spoilage. Cured meat and cheeses, they also have water activity 0.91 to 0.95. And fermented sausages 0.83 to 0.87. Jams 0.75 to 0.8. Honey 0.75. Dry cereals 0.65 to 0.75. Pastry fillings 0.65 to 0.7. Candies 0.6 to 0.65. Sugar syrups 0.6 to 0.75. Cakes and pastries 0.6 to 9.9. Dried fruits having water activity 0.6 to 0.75. And powdered milk, dried pasta, spices having the 0.2 to 0.6 water activity values. Lower the water activity, the food product is less susceptible to the microbial growth or spoilage. Therefore, it is preferred to take the water activity lower as possible, and it will not affect the quality of the food product. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any query, please mention it in our comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. Thank you so much for watching this video.